Okay, another 2 over 3 episode. I've got Ugo with me. We've got 3 images from the same photographer. Ugo hasn't seen them. I'm springing them on him and watching him squirm. We've got a 5-minute clock, a 4-minute bell to tell us to kind of get a wriggle on. And I'm going to start the clock and reveal them to Ugo now. Okay, Ugo, and we've got 3 images by 10-cent designer from somewhere in Canada. Yeah. And what do you think of this first one, Last Chance? And we've got... it looks like a girl, school in a school uniform, leaning against a wall.
Now is she sort of poking her head? Well, not really poking her head out. Right now, well, she's cropped out, so we don't really get.
No, she's there.
Her head's cropped out. Part of her face is cropped out, so we don't get a full idea of what identity. I do I love her pose, leaning against that wall. It's almost like she's sneaking around the corner, having a look, something like that. I do like in terms of technical aspects, I do actually like that brown railing in the background and sort of matched by that the brown bit running along the wall in the foreground on the left-hand side. The floor, yeah. But it's all about her, but I'm trying to work out if she's actually looking around the corner or actually moving around the corner away from us. So it's hard to tell from that.
Okay, I read this differently to Ugo. Yeah. I just saw a girl that's leaning against the corner of a wall. Interesting perspective. I like the fact that her identity, I guess, is hidden from us, and the fact that the top of her face is cropped out. I do like the colour contrasts of that yellow and black tie, the against the white shirt, the skirt, and the red shoes and the white socks. All very good, very pleasing. I do like the lines in this, as you described, that kind of dark on the wall behind her, and on the floorboard or the floor doohickey thingy skirting board. That's what I was looking for. I also like the reflection of her on the floor, which I think is also interesting and throws a little bit of interest on that negative space that is the floor. But I think what appealed to me was just the unusual perspective. It's not every day you see an image of somebody leaning against the wall like that, and I just think it's a great image. I'm not trying to read too much into it. I just think it's a good image.
Maybe I was, yes.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to the second one, and the second one is Arise.
And again, another really interesting perspective here. So we've got a woman who's jumping on the bed or about to fall back onto the bed.
Well, it's a rise, so I guess
jumping up. Love the perspective. We don't get to see her face or her head. Love the colour palette in this, with the cushions against the bed head. The lighting's terrific, coming in from the right. And I like the sense, you get a sense of motion from her feet are a little bit, there's a bit of motion blur there. Again, it's an interesting capture of that moment. She's I think the reason I chose this is I just like the unusual perspective. Somebody's jumping, about to jump onto a bed or jumping up from a bed. I'm not really sure. I don't really care. I like to see people in the air. I've worked out after several weeks of Mykriteek. Interesting image that is a little bit out of the ordinary. Hugo. And for that reason, I just liked it. I just thought it was unusual and a remarkable image, simply because we're remarking on it right now. Okay, and the third one. I see a theme.
Allegory at the edge of the woods. What do you think of this one?
Is that right? Well, see, again, we've got this person up in the air. They're mostly cropped out. Been sitting on the stool. Stool's fallen down, and we've got a scrunched up piece of paper there with an image on it.
And it's an image of a guy, I think.
Yeah.
So what do you read into this?
Yes, she's not too happy about what's.
Is that what you read?
Yeah.
That was the immediate thing. My initial impact was somebody hanging themselves. Let's just out there and say it. I saw this as somebody's just tried to hang themselves. And then I looked for evidence to confirm that assumption, and I saw the screwed up paper with a guy, and I thought, this is obviously a woman, and she's hung herself because of a guy, and she's kicked the stool away, and I thought, this is a rather macabre shot.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
That was my initial 5-second impression. What did you think?
Well, I didn't think that, but it may be close to. As I say, I thought it was more to do with her actually was sitting on the stool for some reason, but maybe I have a different view of things. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, your interpretation is
okay. Well, let's just put the pieces together. The stool has fallen over,
down,
and she's still up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Admittedly, she's probably sitting on a wall, but
or she could be hanging off something. I don't know.
Anyway.
But that's interesting interpretation.
Besides that, I think it's a great image because I think for me it really strongly projected that image. It told a story, and I really liked that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go score them because we're already over time. Okay, the girl leaning against the corner of the wall. What are you going to give that one?
You talked about it more and more. The perspective is terrific. 4 stars.
Yeah, 4 for me. A woman jumping on the bed or off the bed or down, whatever.
For different reasons to you, I think this is a great image.
A rise.
4 stars as well.
Yeah, 4 stars for me. And third one.
Now I've got to think about this. As an image, and nothing else, 4 stars.
I'm giving it 5. For nothing else, I'm giving this 5 because I like it. For all the reasons I pointed out before. Yeah. Okay, there you have it. The 10-cent designer. Thank you so much for sharing these 3 great images with us all on Flickr.